So there are a few ways to weave in your ends when you're working with seed stitch. This one is a true duplicate stitch. And I like this one because if you're working on something that is double-sided, it's going to help hide it a little better. But you have to kind of be working with the same color yarn because as you can see, it will poke through the other side. Also, if you're working with really bulky yarn, you might not want to use this one. So I'll show you how to do this one, and then I will show you another one that's a little simpler, and you can use that if it's not a double-sided item. So basically, we are just going to follow along in kind of a looping pattern. And you'll want to start down here wherever your ends start, but I'm just going to start in the middle so it's a little easier. So we have right here this purl bar. So we're going to go up through there, and then we're going to travel around. You can see right above these two legs is another set of legs, and we're going to go behind there, both of them, pull through, and come down right where we came out of. And so now if we take our needle and we point it right under that bar, it's going to point us to this V. And we're going to go underneath just the right leg. Okay, so now we're going to travel up and follow this loop. You'll start to see the pattern of where the loops are going. So we're going underneath this one and then underneath that one. So we'll go underneath this one, and then we travel up and over and underneath that next bar. Kind of looks like we're putting a little bonnet on somebody's head. And then again, we find the loop right underneath where we came out of, and see how it comes right around here. So through this bar and through this bar. So down through this bar, and we can pick up this one at the same time. And then we find our next loop, which comes up here. So we go underneath that bar, and we're starting from the beginning. And then we find this V up top. And again, it's all loops. We're just looping this one around. So we go up there, come back down. And if you get lost, you can just tug on the yarn that's in the actual knitted item and just see where it ends up. So I'm tugging here, I see that it's pulling on this one, so which means I have to follow this up, and then I spot the loop right here. So we're going up, and I can just easily follow the loop, put the little bonnet on, come back down through here, and then usually I just keep going until I feel like it's secure enough. Okay, so the next way is a little simpler. So find one of these bars again and put your needle up through there. Then you see right on top of it is going to be another bar, but just to the right of it there's kind of a smaller one, and that's what we're going up through. And then we're going up over the top of this one, again putting the bonnet on, and then down through the one next to it. And then we go in through the first one that we came out of. Now we're going to do that again. And you see right next to this one is another bar that's a little higher up, so we can use that one. So we're going to end up kind of going diagonal. So go in through the bar. Identify the bar right on top of it. It's a little bit far away. And then we're going in right next to the little bar next to it. Put the bonnet on, come down through the left side one and down where we just came out of. And you can just keep doing that. Grab two at once you start getting the hang of it. And that is much simpler. than the way I showed you before, although the way I showed you first does get a lot easier once you've done it a few times. And then you can see that it shows a little bit, but not as much as the other one. And if that was purple, you wouldn't see a thing.